All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. Everybody say hello to Ren and Stimpy, Powdered Toast Man, Log TV, and Choo Choo, and let's get started with today's video. Okay, so here's a perplexing question. There's a titanium knife with M390 steel and 4 carbon fiber inlays made by a company that's really killing it right now, and yet they're still in stock. That's right. This is the Miguron Erico, and these are available as we speak at White Mountain Knives with that code KnivesFAST, saving you 10%. And the reason I tell you this, guys, I think this is one that's flying under the radar like crazy. I haven't really seen other reviews on it. So we're going to go through this. Justin sent this to me from White Mountain Knives, so bear that in mind. But guys, it doesn't matter. I really enjoy this knife. It is a larger size knife, which means I'm going to enjoy it, of course. And it is so nicely done. There's a couple of little things, as there usually are with nitpicky KC, but it's really well done. And for that price, I mean, 10% off of $190. I mean, that means you're going to save nearly 20 bucks. And yeah, free shipping as well. So you got kind of this straight back blade here with a hole and a fuller. Really nice belly to it. Bead blasted gray finish on that, on the handle. I mean, on the blade. By the way, there is only the word the steel label M390 there, no other marking on the blade. Very cool. Now, this one is titanium with contoured titanium scales, titanium backspacer, and you have, as I said, these carbon fiber inlays. Now, these inlays are not completely perfect. You can sort of grab just barely, and you know, to me, doesn't, you know, it's not anything that detracts from the feel of the knife, but you should know they are not perfectly flush. You do have the Miguron pivot there, again contoured and chamfered all the way around. The screws are countersunk, really nice. You have a frame lock there with a steel lock bar insert. You have a right side only tip up pocket clip, and you have about that much sticking out of your pocket. Not a big deal for me. You do have your typical Miguron 3-stripe lock bar recess there. Very nicely done. Again, everything is finished off real well. You do, again, feel those seams in some places. Like right there, I don't feel it, but right there I do, and right there I do. But that carbon fiber is beautiful. Look at that. It's like a twill, or I don't even know, but it is gorgeous carbon fiber. It's not any kind of gross looking peel ply or anything like that. So both from the bottom of this daggone fuller, from the hole up here, this guy is really easy to middle finger flick, and not as easy to thumb flick, but come on, now I'm on the lock bar. As long as you stay off the lock bar. Okay, stick to middle finger flicking it then, because I have thumb flicked it, but I can't appear to do it right now. So let's try this again. Come on. So there's your issue, guys. You do kind of put some pressure on that lock bar, and it's a little hard to thumb flick. As a matter of fact, I can't even do it right now at all. So there's a drawback. The flipper tab is extremely low profile, but it has good jimping, so it just grabs your finger. All you got to do is just swipe, and it's coming open because it grabs your finger on that jimping. As far as closing action, it drops to your thumb, and then just shake it down nice and smooth. It could probably use a little bit of oil. It sounds kind of dry right now. I haven't really put any on it, but not a big deal. Now, you do have what looks like a very slight recurve here on the blade. You do have your sharpening choil, but I will tell you your plunge grind appears to come out here, so you might end up with a smile, but you already have a recurve anyway. So that's interesting. You have a nice tip out here, and it is a very sharp knife. And let's just do some proof of that. Yes, please. This guy is a slicer. So very nice now that I have cardboard all over creation. So we'll clean that up really fast so we don't have an ugly mess. But yeah, just a beautiful looking blade, nice and sharp out of the box. Again, when you have that much belly, it'll be great for like skinning or something. Getting down in a box, you need to make sure you get that tip, which means you got quite a bit. Let me back the light up a little bit. You got quite a bit of tilt going on to kind of get the tip down into something. But you can also use this part to do that cutting very much so. Now, it is a 4-finger grip knife. With a gap in between. So you got a swell back here and a guard up here kind of feel, and you just lock in. Now there's nowhere to choke up, and your jimping is not the greatest. It's kind of back here. My thumb lands usually right in here, but it's kind of rolled and chamfered there and feels really nice in the hand as well. Now you do feel the clip. Just barely. It's not bad. It's definitely not a hot spot. And you can get back on that jimping a little bit. It's just not in the place I would normally be. I'd be here when cutting for sure. Again, feels good in the hand. Very much so. Now, as far as centering, it is currently dead centered. I will tell you in a minute why I said currently. It is not moving at all. And our lockup is about 40%. Now, the reason I said what I said is because the pivot walked on me a little bit. I don't think they put Loctite in there. So if I owned this knife, I would take that out and put some Loctite in it. And I think it's that simple because, it's fine. You can see I'm dead centered. I'm good to go. But it did walk, and I had to tighten it back down a little bit there to get it recentered and to get no blade play or anything like that. There's none right now. Again, lockup is good, no issues there. So let's again $189 and 10% off. Pretty legit stuff. Now you've got your Ontario Rat 1. Look at that, guys. Pretty decent comparison. The Rat 1 might be a little bit bigger. Your Rat 2 is going to be quite a bit smaller. So there are your comparisons. Let's talk through the specs. Again, this is titanium, sandblast finish on the blade, 0.13 on your blade stock, 3.5-inch blade, 8.26-inch overall knife with a 4.8-inch handle, plenty of room. The handle thickness is 0.5. And again, 3.84 ounces, designed by Sam Lau of Miguron and made in China. Again, I think this one is kind of squeaking under the radar a little bit. And I think, this is one that if you're looking for a more premium looking knife with the inlays and a titanium and with the contouring and everything else, but you don't want to spend $300, this is for you, man. I mean, it just is. And Miguron is really killing it with a lot of their designs. And again, there's a couple things we chatted about, but in my opinion, no huge deals with that at all, except, obviously for you lefties, there is no reversible clip. And, of course, what am I trying to say? No lanyard hole for you lanyard fans, but just a gorgeous, gorgeous knife. Oh, I forgot one thing. So when you are right here, you get a really nice grip on that carbon fiber, but the titanium is a little slick. Again, that doesn't really affect my grip because typically when I'm gripping up here, and I don't feel like I'm going to slide off, but you should know it's not like a super grippy finish on that. So there you go. The Miguron Erico. Guys, check it out. Let me know what you think down below. Do all the things, like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, and thank you so much for watching the Knives Fast. Thank you, Trevor. KnivesFAST channel.